What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV Daily, your source for daily tech news. How is everyone doing? Hope you're having a fantastic day. We have an extremely slow weekend of tech news. Is everyone trick-or-treating or what? Because today is Halloween, so happy Halloween to everyone. I will be taking we, not just me, me and my wife will take my son trick-or-treating around the neighborhood, getting some candy and having some fun. He's at that age. He's almost 4, and he's gonna love it. He's totally into Halloween and Christmas and all the holidays and stuff, so it'll be super fun. It's probably the best Halloween yet, I would suspect, because he's getting a little bit older. And to go along with the slow tech news, it's just like, dude, you guys didn't even send any questions. What's up with that? What's up with that? So let's just jump into the tech news and answer our one and only question, and then you guys can go trick-or-treating. So our one and only story, as you can see from this tweet, comes from Roland Quand, and Roland Quand goes on to say that Samsung has started ramping up mass production of parts for all Galaxy S22 models this week. The S22, the S22 Ultra, S22 Plus. And why are they doing that? Well, it goes in line with this phone potentially launching in January, probably the end of January, or more likely, maybe February, like the first couple weeks of February. It might even be late February, but definitely in that January, February timeline. And it looks like the reason that they're doing this is so that if there's a big influx of people that want that phone, that they have all parts on deck. They like the parts that they need to make these phones, they have them, so that there isn't a backlog of people that want the phone and then they don't have enough phones, because as you know, most everything is in complete short supply. From like we need a back fence. Like our back fence is like, it was at one price and now it's like quadruple the price of what we had because the supplies are so low. So like if you're building a house, or as you know, the processors are low, from everything from the processors that go in cars to go in phones to TVs, like everything is super short supply. And we're at this point where Samsung's kind of hedging their bet, saying like, hey, I think we're gonna have and need this many, and we're not going to be backlogged by, you know, people that want it and they can't get it. We're going to be right then and there with them. Now, doesn't necessarily mean that if you want the phone and this goes crazy, that they're definitely going to have one for you and they won't really have to wait, you know, a month or two to get it if sales really go crazy. But I think the sales are probably going to be a little higher than expected, because I really think they're going to sell it to the people that want it, with the fact that the S Pen gets inserted, that it's a replacement for the Note phones, that it's bringing that squared off edged design, that hopefully, and it might not be because we've heard otherwise, the cameras will be better, and whatever else, you know, brightest display, fastest phone, like all these things that people are interested and want. So with that said, your question of the day is, what do you think? How's this S22 getting you ramped up? Is it not? Are you kind of like, I'd rather have something else? Let me know in the comments down below. I mean, for me, not being a big S Pen fan, it doesn't affect my life if it goes inside or out, because I probably won't really use it anyway. And that more folding stage, you know, I love these huge phones, so that's really what gets me generally excited. But let me know your thoughts on this new S22 line of phones. And with that said, let's jump into the Q&A portion of the video and drop that beat. Now guys, before I answer the one and only question that I received today, if you have a question, leave it in the comments down below and I'll answer it in tomorrow's video, because I literally got one question. With that said, let's jump into that one. Hansa Salman says, if Samsung releases the S21 Fan Edition and S22 and the prices are similar, is it worth getting the S21 Fan Edition? It really depends on the specs, as you know, because that's kind of what you're asking me. Now, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say, because like I want to see definitive drop-down specs for both phones side by side and decide, but it might be better off just getting the S22, but maybe it'd be better for the S21 Fan Edition. It's really difficult to say at this point. Once we get complete, which we've kind of had definitive specs and things like that, and the S22 is really supposed to be almost a downgrade in a lot of ways to previous S-line phones in some ways, like the lower end S22 versus some of the lower end maybe S20s and things like that. I don't know, it's tough to say, but I mean, I think either one is, if all you're doing is social media, taking some photos, watching videos, and just using it to visit websites and things like that, play some light gaming or whatever, or even hardcore gaming, you're probably going to be fine. It's almost impossible to get a phone these days that doesn't blow you away or can't handle everything you throw at it. There's varying degrees of it, but ultimately it's pretty hard to get a phone that's just complete crap. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys down the road. Peace.